Break down more about the actual gun used by the Trump rally shooter. This is an angle we really haven't talked about too much in the last week. Break it down for us, Joe.
Yeah, guys, so we're probably not going to learn something new by going over all this, but I want to show you what we do know and point it out here. So I've already got the touch screen ready here, and so this is a video that we have that probably you've seen 100 times. And this time I want you to listen to the number of shots. First you hear 3 controlled shots, then 5 rapid fire shots, and then a single shot. Watch.
Take a look at what happened.
So like I said, you've seen that 1,000 times, but I want to tell you what you can take from it. Now, a lot of this isn't confirmed. We're going to have an investigation. You heard 3 shots that came from this position. They were well aimed. They sounded about like a heartbeat. Boom, boom, boom. That's natural point of aim, or that's a natural respiratory pause. Then you heard 5 rapid fire shots. Now he's in a hurry. Maybe he's moving. Maybe he knows that his position's going. I think that about that time Trump had come down. And then that one shot that sounded different, probably because it was suppressed, that's probably the shot that took him out. From the reporting I've seen, that's exactly what happened. So what I want to go over is the majority of pictures, this picture here you're seeing, are these guys here over Trump's right shoulder. The sniper is over here, and a lot of people think, well, they're the shortest distance, why didn't they see him? Well, if you look here, there's trees. If that picture wasn't there, you'd see more trees in this area. And so we've seen reporting from Washington Post and others saying that they believe from their analysis those trees prevented these snipers from seeing him. So the chances are the snipers that actually took him out were further away, and that makes that 1 in a million shot even more impressive because they're further away, they're shooting through camouflage or they're shooting through the trees. And so this idea that these snipers should have been able to identify him and take him out, in my opinion, the fault doesn't lie with the counter snipers. They're doing their job. If they can't see past a tree, they can't see past a tree. That's why you have 2 teams. The fact that they only had a couple inches of him to look at means they might not have had a chance to see him until they knew rounds were coming from there. And so what I want to go to now is I want to go and show you the types of guns used in this incident. So first of all, this is your AR-15. I think everybody knows that. The reason why I want to point these 2 guns out is this gun here is a sniper gun. This is more what the snipers that shot him were using. The fact is, this part of the gun here, this is what sends the bullet down range. This part of the gun right here is a hunting rifle. Everybody in the state of Georgia, Alabama, Texas, anywhere that allows rifled hunting that hunts deer, they're using a gun that for the bullet is the exact same right here. This stock and this scope, that's for us as shooters. That's not for the bullet. It doesn't need those 2 things. The difference between this sniper rifle and a hunting gun is how this stock is configured. You can make it fit your face a little better, make it fit your shoulder a little better. But the actual function of the gun is just as accurate, just as deadly as a hunting rifle, and you're using in a sniper setup, probably a 308. And the reason why I bring that, look how much bigger that bullet is. It's relatively the same speed than a 5.56, which is what the shooter used. He used it, this is their standard AR. And the other thing is this scope has magnification. It makes your target bigger. It gives you crosshairs. From what we're seeing, and this is unconfirmed, the shooter was probably using what's called a red dot, which just puts a red dot with no magnification, no extra help. The reason why I'm bringing this up is there's a narrative that could the shooter have been, put there strategically, trained? Could he have been, a trained assassin by some group that wants to take Trump out? Certainly that's possible, but these are the reasons why I don't think that's the case. One, his gun choice. Number 2, his target choice. Anyone who's ever gone to the gun range and gotten an hour of instruction, especially anyone who's ever hunted, knows that the primary place you aim is center mass of the largest target. The reason why I'll draw this circle in the A blocks here. If you bring lines up, if you miss to the left or right of the A box shooting at the head, you hit an ear. If you miss to the left or right of the A box on a chest, you hit a lung, you hit a vital. He didn't exercise the marksmanship knowledge of someone who had gotten some training or knew what he was doing in that way. So as much as I hear people say, well, that's a chip shot, it's easy to make, he could have missed and gotten close as much as he missed and got his ear. And I think that's important as we hear different details of this and we ask ourselves, how did this guy do this? What we're learning is complacency, bad communication, the fact that the snipers, the Secret Service snipers, using $50,000 worth of equipment in perfect position, are not the same as the counter snipers utilized by the local police, who are apparently, as reported, inside the building that he ended up getting on. So I just really want to point out just some of the characteristics here, from gun choice to bullet choice or cartridge choice, to why the counter snipers that were closest to him might not have seen him. A lot of this stuff, as someone who's been in these situations, starts to add up, and it looks less conspiratorial and more, wow, is the Secret Service a little bit of a paper tiger? I know for a fact they lean heavily on local law enforcement, and that's probably a policy that's going to change. All right, Todd, back to you.
And Joey, too, that